Mausoleum of Constantina or Santa Costanza. Exterior. History. This is one of the examples of Christian buildings with a central circular area surrounded by an ambulatory, an inner vaulted gallery between the colonnade and the main body of the temple. It has survived to this day. Its architecture is based on outstanding examples of Roman buildings such as the Pantheon, but the structure itself is innovative in terms of concentric circular spaces borrowed from the rotunda of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which was built in Jerusalem by Constantine the Great and Helena, his mother. The mausoleum was constructed by Emperor Constantine and dedicated to Constantina, his eldest daughter. The exact date of its erection is unknown. There are only implicit assumptions about this. Some researchers date it back to 337 through 350 to the period when Constantina lived in Rome. In 1993 through 2003, the second half of the 4th century was proposed. Unfortunately, the results of the precise research methods are ambiguous. Perhaps the construction was finally completed after the death of Constantina. This structure became the burial place of Constantina, deceased in 354, and her sister Helena, who died in 360. Constantina wished the building to be located behind and attached to the basilica, built to the house a tomb of Saint Agnes, whose name in Greek means chaste, pure, and sacred. According to legend, Agnes died a martyr at the age of 12, in the year of 305, during the religious persecutions of Christians under Emperor Diocletian. Constantina was faithful to this little martyr because the latter was believed to have the gift of healing and could miraculously heal Constantina. The nave of the Basilica of St. Agnes was one of the largest in Rome. The basilica, which has not survived, and its inner gallery were very spacious and were used for a variety of religious ceremonies in 358, 368, and 419. Constantina gave the order to decorate the interior of the basilica with the most luxurious pieces of art and to build a mausoleum for herself. The church we see today, the Church of St. Agnes outside the walls, in Italian Sant'Agnese fuori le mura, is not the original St. Agnes's church, but another building of the 7th century. Order erected by the Honorius I on the site of the already non-existing basilica built by Constantine. In 865, Pope Nicholas I chanted the Mass in the mausoleum, and at the same time, the latter was consecrated in the name of Santa Costanza. The mausoleum became a baptistry for the Basilica of St. Agnes, but later, in 1256, it became an independent church of Santa Costanza. In Italian, it is known both as the mausoleum and as a church. Santa Costanza is the name which the emperor's daughter received when she was canonized and officially acknowledged as a saint. A contradictory feature of this structure is that it is a Christian temple, but its shape relates to a pagan tradition. As time went on, the mosaic decoration of the dome became badly damaged, and in 1620 it was removed and replaced by modest frescoes, at the behest of Cardinal Fabrizio Verallo. The evidence of this mosaic decoration has been preserved only by iconography. In 1884, during restoration work, a commemorative inscription of the 13th century, referring to the consecration of the Church of Santa Costanza, was found in the Church of St. Agnes. Today, the church is widely used for wedding ceremonies and is greatly appreciated for its solemn and majestic appearance. Shape of the building. Unfortunately, because of the collapse of ancient basilica, occupying the area around the present-day church today, we cannot define the exact size of the territory occupied by the entire building. The ruins of the walls are all that we can see of the ancient church of St. Agnes. A circular shape of the mausoleum resembles the shape of the Pantheon as well as that of the mausoleum of Helena, Constantina's grandmother, and the mausoleums of Augustus and Hadrian. This form is evidence of the combination of the Latin and Christian cultures. Other evidence of such blending includes mosaics and a circular gallery around the central space, which initially was used for placement of tombs. On the outside of the inner gallery, there was one more row of columns, but it has not survived. The mausoleum facade consists of two parts, a square-shaped part
Sample complete. Ready to continue?